Okay, collateral damage. Now this is the part where I start to lose the thread. There was an explosion at the 4th of July gala? Yep, the fireworks went off too early on the ground. Luckily, most of us were up in the risers, but the gala was pretty much blown to HE double hockey sticks. And Bryce Sterling? Yeah, he was at ground zero. After everything that happened in Birchport, a major fireworks accident feels like a HE double hockey sticks of a coincidence. Oh, it wasn't. No matter what the Sterlings wanted us to believe. I don't know. We'll find out in the veil of secret. Whoa. You sit on a grassy patch on the outskirts of the Sterling's property, minutes after the fireworks exploded behind Bryce. Behind you, the risers have emptied out and everyone staggers about in confusion. The air is thick with ash and your eyes burn. You look around for familiar faces. Scarlett sits on the ground, a rag held to a bloody cut on her forehead. Pierce Sterling stands stoically to the side, barking into a cell phone. Margaret gazes out at the wreckage, a hand pressed to her mouth, her eyes misty. God, what even happened here? Her eyes drift to the podium where Bryce was standing. It's a charred, crumbling ruin. The grass around is scorched black. And there's no sign of Bryce anywhere. Jamaria, are you okay? Y'all know what I think? If whoever did this, if their plan to kill Tanner on the yacht didn't work, they would have got him at the fireworks. That's what I think. Jamaria, are you okay? You turn to see Grant heading your way out through the smoke. I think so, but what happened up there? It looks like Bryce, yeah, the fireworks all went off at once. I don't think let's just say it doesn't look good. You hear a squawk of a radio. Soon you spot Naomi picking her way towards you. The blast must have sent him over the cliff. We'll search the beach for his body as soon as we can, but I don't think anyone could have survived that. Flynn limps up just in time to hear the news. Yeah, he's still hurt. Karma's a B, huh? Flynn, please. Wow, Flynn, even for you, that's pretty callous. I mean, the guy was a vicious, self-centered drunk. I'm not shedding any tears for him. I know you and Bryce had your issues, Flynn, but he had a lot of personal struggles. You stare at the blasted wreckage where you last saw Bryce, the explosion fresh in your mind. I think Flynn's right, good riddance. I mean, that's what I want to say. Bryce was a jerk, but he didn't deserve to die. He could still be alive. I think he could still be alive. I think. He could still be alive. I mean, there's nobody, right? I saw the fireball swallow him. And if he's not here, it's because he literally fell off a cliff. No one's walking away from that. He didn't? I saw it too, though I wish I hadn't. Unless Brant planned for it to be that way. Who knows? That could have been an escape plan, but he was drunk. I mean, I don't know. You pat Grant gently on the shoulder. I'm sorry, Grant. I know this is hard for you. It just feels like the entire town is falling apart at the seams. At least there don't appear to be any other casualties, some injuries from the debris obviously, and Lester Vocal had a heart attack. But there was a cardiologist in the crowd. She told me he'll be fine. That's good to hear. Thank God. Wait, didn't I write that name down before? I should have wrote it down. I'm glad you guys are all safe, but now I need help with the injured. Naomi runs off, disappearing through the haze. Do either of you have any idea what the HE double hockey sticks just happened? That couldn't have been an accident, could it? Doubt it. I think it was sabotage. The killer is after the Sterlings. It was Toni J. I think it was either a sabotage or it was the killer going after the Sterlings. Because from what we see, the person had all their pictures. I think it's like a horrible, like a business gone wrong or something like that. Because they had pictures of them on the dock in their business suits. They got pictures of them all in that basement. Pictures of Tanner sleeping around with Scarlett, and they probably wanted to pin it on Kate. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was sabotage. The whole stand blowing up seconds after Bryce took the stage. No way that's a coincidence. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only person who wasn't a fan of Bryce. He had more than a few enemies. So it looks like we have no idea what happened. Not yet, but there's a lot of debris near the podium. If this was deliberate, there might be proof. The blare of sirens drowns out your thoughts. You turn to see flashing lights piercing through the smoke. That must be Walsh and company. Think you can handle them? I'm going to check on Scarlett. You nod and Grant hurries away. Naomi strides back up to your side, glaring at the approaching squad cars. Looks like the dream team is here. Well, he can't blame this on Kate. To make a mess of things, no doubt. Not if I can help it. Walsh jumps out of his squad car, bullhorn in hand. Pierce runs over to his side and talks to him in an urgent whisper. Oh. Well, that's suspicious. Pierce finishes. Walsh nods thoughtfully, then turns to the crowd, raising his bullhorn to his mouth. Attention everyone. If you are awaiting medical care, please remain calm. Paramedics are on their way. If you are not injured, please clear the scene. The cleanup crew will be here shortly. Sir, did you say cleanup crew? Yep, that's what he said. The dad is taking out his children. Because both of them knew something. Because why would you do that? Why would you just be like, oh, let's just clear this up, act like nothing happened? That's why he's doing it. And Duffy is just like, yep, that's what he said. Duffy, did I tell you to speak? No, sir. Like, why is he so giddy about it? Walsh holds the bullhorn to his mouth and points it at Duffy. Then don't. Duffy recoils. With all due respect, why are you bringing in a cleanup crew at this point? We need to collect evidence first. Look, deputy, this is a private property. It belongs to the Sterlings, and they want to keep the grounds clean. Are you serious? This is a crime scene. They feel a deep responsibility to help protect the environment, which I, for one, applaud. Wow, he sucks at lying. Chief Walsh, you just made that up, didn't you? Or please do the right thing. The first one is gonna make him more upset. We already knew he made it up, so let's just say please do the right thing. What the AG double hockey sticks do you mean? I don't know you that well, but I'm pretty sure you didn't become a police officer so you could be some rich jerk's lapdog. Ooh. At some point, you must have wanted to be a good cop, right? To catch the bad guys? To make a difference? Walsh swallows, clearly at a loss for words. You could see you're starting to get through. Then his face hardens into a scowl. Listen here, boy genius. I've been on the force for 30 years. I know more about the world, how the world turns, than you'll ever put in your dang newspapers. Oh my god. I am the law in this town, and when I say clear the scene, you sure as AG double hockey sticks better get out of my way now. Behind him, a disaster cleanup van rolls to a stop. Several women and men in jumpsuits hop out, carrying equipment. Chief, please, we have to investigate. Investigate what? This was a tragic accident, nothing else. He sucks, yo, he sucks. You want to be tough so bad? Yeah. My god. You can't possibly know that without investigating. Please, it happens all the time. 3,000 Americans die in fireworks related accidents every month. Oh my God. Really? That doesn't seem true. Tell him, Duffy. This case is cut and dried. I see no need to interfere with the bereaved family's wishes. Oh my God. They could have. We don't even know where their son is. We don't even know where Bryce is. Are you out of your mind? Bryce's brother was just murdered. His sister-in-law was kidnapped. There is nothing here that suggests foul play. Sure, not if the Sterlings want to keep it hush-hush, there's not. Tommy glares at Flynn as he brings a bullhorn to his mouth. For the last time, clear the goddamn scene. That is an order. Naomi turns to you and Flynn, her face taut with rage. She motions for you to leave. Aw. That a-hole's crossed the line from stooge to full-on henchman. I think he may have crossed it a long time ago, but I still can't understand why wouldn't the Sterlings want this investigated. I think they want to control the investigation or they have something to do with it. I think both of them. Both of them. Of course they have something to do with it. They're doing stuff and want it cleaned up. And then they want to control what goes out to the media. They want to control everything. And they're going to try to pin it on Kate somehow. I feel like that's a little more aggressive. You think they care their own sons? Yes. God, no, but I do think they know much more than they're letting on. And that a real investigation would reveal all the skeletons in their closet. So they must know who's doing this. And then, wow, okay, you might be right. Sorry, but I don't give a rat's A about their motives. If Bryce was murdered, it'll show Kate's innocence. Finding proof of that in the wreckage could be our last chance to clear my sister's name. I'm sorry, Flynn. I know how frustrating this must be. An ambulance pulls up. Grant runs over to help several injured people. Walsh approaches the blast site and begins personally collecting the scraps of the fireworks. Oh my gosh. Naomi clenches her fist, a look of hard resolve forming on her face. Oh. No, Flynn's right. We need to get that evidence. But how? We steal it. Now you're speaking my language. But would that be breaking the law? You'd lose your job. Naomi touches the badge pinned to her shirt pocket. My job is to protect the public, to serve justice. I know that's right. I know that's right. I fell in line with Walsh because I thought I had to. But enough is enough. I won't let him destroy evidence. I can't. Fine, just let me steal it. Hello, ex-con bad boy here. Doing illegal crap is kind of my whole thing. Which is exactly why you shouldn't be anywhere near that scene. I'm a goody two-shoes with a clean record. If I get caught, I'll get off the easiest. Jamario is right. You shouldn't be the one to go up there, Flynn. But I do think you should. I don't think you should either, Jamario. I'm doing this for Kate. I'm not letting you risk it. I mean, I'm new here. I don't really care about her job like that. You know, I'm doing this for Kate. I couldn't keep Walsh from arresting her, but I'll be danged if he's gonna convict her of murder. That boy. Naomi stares at you for a long time, considering, then nods. All right, let's do this. Flynn, help me distract Walsh and Duffy. While they're focused on us, Jamario can find the remains of whatever blew Bryce off the cliff. I saw a cache of fireworks. A cache of fireworks in a corner. I love this plan already. Naomi retrieves the firecrackers, tossing a handful to Flynn. They walk off in the direction of Walsh. Whew, you move out of his line of sight, waiting for the perfect moment. Meanwhile, Duffy is sneaking leftover desserts from a serving tray. Why is he over there eating? Like, chocolate ganache? My head says no, but my stomach says yes. Sir, there is an explosion behind you and you're thinking to eat? While Wash is gazing out over the wreckage, shaking his head. Dang, what a mess. They're both too close for you to risk heading over to the smoldering remains. Okay, they're too close. Flynn strolls by, whistling, and casually tosses something under the table by Wash. Seconds later, a sound like machine gun fire rat-a-tats through the lingering smoke. Holy HE double hockey sticks. We're under attack. It's just like Red Dawn. For God's sakes, Duffy, find the maniacs. I think I saw someone under the risers. The deputies, what kind of plan is this? The deputies sprint towards the risers, Wash huffing in the rear. No one's watching the burned wreck. Now's my chance. You rush towards the stage in front of, and the front edge is still intact. I should hop over. You plant your hands on the intact section of the stage, gracefully vault over. Woo! My gosh. These quick times. Okay, you glance back. Naomi gives you a thumbs up and Flynn grins. Yes. A huge pile of debris lies on the other side. You dig around and find fireworks scrap. Check it out. I'm pretty sure this was the one Bryce was holding. Interesting. Now where is it? Oh, there it is. Number 6. You found the firework. Yay. Carefully you pick your way out of the wreckage just as Wash and Duffy are heading back your way. A bunch of firecrackers? Are you serious? I call them crackle bursts. Please. I swear to God, Duffy, one of these days I'm a pistol whip you. He hates Duffy, oh my gosh. You dodge them and weave around the back of the risers where Naomi and Flynn are waiting. I've got the firework he was holding when everything went to HE double hockey sticks. It's in my bag. But what do we do with it? Even if our lab had the means to analyze it, it's not like I could use this evidence. Flynn looks around shiftily. I might know a guy who knows a thing or two about explosives. Through perfectly legal channels, I presume. Yeah, not so much. Right, I'm just gonna pretend you never mentioned this guy to me. On that note, I should get back before they figure out that was a deliberate diversion. Call me when you've got anything. Naomi heads towards Wash and Duffy. So, this guy you know. 3 guesses where we find him. Shipwreck Sally's? You got it in 1. Okay. Flynn smiles and tosses you his motorcycle helmet. Ooh, it's going down, y'all. A little while later, you walk into the bar on the docks. Flynn nods towards a table at the far end where Nikolai is nursing a drink. That's my guy. Why am I not surprised? As you approach Nikolai's table, his eyes flicker upward. He looks alarmed to see you. I can see you did not heed my warning. Oh, we've just been in an accident. Duh. I heard all about this accident. Bryce Sterling's blown up at the gala into many smithereens. Oh my gosh. Kashmar? I don't know what that means. So you know what we... Nikolai holds up a meaty paw, cutting Flynn off in mid-sentence. First, we drink. Dang, how did he hear about it that fast? Especially since the family keeps everything a secret, like, how did he hear about it that fast? Okay. Nikolai beckons a waitress over. Please, something for my friends. You will put it on my tab. What'll it be? You blink at the first sight of the waitress. For a split second, it's like you're looking at a young Kate. I'll have a beer, whatever's on tap. I'll have some tequila. No, the same. You both prefer beer. This is interesting. I figure have what the locals having. This will get you far in life, and then it will get you killed. But we all die in the end, no? He grins. You don't. Coming right up. The waitress rushes off to fill the order, and Nikolai clears his throat. So? Nikolai cracks his knuckles loudly, then jabs his finger into Flynn's chest. You did not listen to me. I told you to stay away from the Sterlings. And I do not believe you were at the gala for the shrimp cocktail. They're blaming my sister for Tanner's murder. I need to clear her name. Nikolai takes a deep breath and that ends in a sigh. Yes, I understand why you disobeyed now. To think of such a flower wilting away in jail, it is terrible. The waitress brings your drinks. Oh yeah, because he loves Kate. And Nikolai raises his glass in a toast. To Katerina. To Katerina. To Katerina. You drink. Flynn clears his throat. You're probably not going to like this, but we need your help. I'm listening. Flynn motions to you and your bag. You take out the spent firework, but his fingerprints are all over it. Blyet, why do you bring me this? We need to know if it's been tampered with. And from what I hear, you know your way around explosives. Nikolai takes it, turns it around, holds it up to the light. I cannot be sure. Perhaps it looks off. I must take this to my workshop, take it apart, find your proof. But if this is what I think it is, things are very bad indeed. We may all be in danger. I knew it. Fine. You can hold on to it for now. I was not asking permission. Nikolai places it inside his bag, throws a 50 on the table for the drinks. Oh wow, and stands to leave. We are in the shark-filled waters. If you know what's good for you, stay out of sight and out of more trouble. Nikolai lumbers out of the bar. Without a backward glance, you turn to Flynn. So what now? We just wait? Drink another round? Actually, I was gonna head back to my place. Would you maybe want to join? The stars from my rooftop are pretty incredible. He smiles, eyes full of hidden meaning. This is a chance to take your relationship with Flynn to the next level. Wow, we have just enough. Let's go back. Sure, I get it. Oh, it's okay. The waitress returns, smiling broadly. Can I get you another round? We're okay for now, thanks. She hurries off to help another table. You lean towards Flynn, keeping your voice low. I have to ask, how'd you know Nikolai was the go-to guy for explosives? See, we probably wouldn't have gotten this information. Oh, you don't want to hear about all that? I won't judge you, or I don't want any secrets between us. I'll just say I won't judge you, I think. Seriously, I promise. Flynn sighs. When I got out of prison, I worked some odd jobs, nothing illegal, but, well, they weren't exactly legal either. I drove some shipments down the coast. Oh yeah, because that dude's a lighthouse person. Didn't know what they were, and I didn't ask. One I delivered to these Russian guys near New York, real sketchy dudes, but one of them, Mikhail, was chatty. When he found out I lived in Birchport, he started asking about Nikolai, if I was still blowing things up and burning things down. He just slipped that into a conversation? Like I said, this job wasn't exactly on the up and up. He probably thought we were all on the same team. Anyway, I played it off at the time, but you can't exactly unhear a thing like that. He shrugs, looking down at the floor, obviously embarrassed. Do you still do odd jobs? Heck no. I'm not taking that risk anymore. But I can't promise you I'll ever do things by the book. If that's supposed to scare me, I'll remind you that you're talking to the guy who just stole evidence from a crime scene. Good point. I'll give us this. We definitely know how to keep things interesting. You smile at him, but are soon distracted by your phone buzzing on the table. See, we would have missed this call, y'all. Jamario, so glad I caught you. This is Chief Wash. And boy, did you ever screw up today. What? What are you talking about? Flynn frowns, clearly curious about your call. You stole evidence from my crime scene. That's a serious offense. It wasn't even a crime scene. You was trying to clean it. Wait a minute. What crime scene? Last I heard, it was just an accident. It's whatever I want it to be. Oh my gosh. And you better get your down here now, or I'll drag you here in cuffs. Well, I ain't got it no more. He hung up on me. What? Who? Walsh. He knows we took the evidence. He says if we don't come down to the station, he'll arrest us. Now, who told him? He's bluffing. I don't think he... You know what? They know what it is. And they were looking for it to cover it up. The dad probably knew what it was and was like, I need you to find this certain piece and get rid of it. They just told on themselves. This time, I think he got us. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You collected 15 total clues. Wow, y'all. GG. GG. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen next.